Beverly, as I was reading through your post, there were quite a few things that did jump out and stand out to me um, regarding suicide in pregnant and postpartum women. A lot of the key points in your post that you discussed were some of the key points that I discussed as well, especially leaning towards depression and bipolar disorder, substance abuse, and things of that nature, being one of the sources that lead postpartum and pregnant women to commit suicide. I do believe, as I read through the chapter, I do believe that one of the most significant things that we have seen regarding pregnant and postpartum women is the prevalence of postpartum depression, and the fact that even between different genders, between male and female, that postpartum depression is looked at and assessed differently. So some individuals believe that it is a true and definite thing, while other individuals do not believe its medical relevance. I wholeheartedly believe that postpartum depression is a serious mental condition that does take place after giving birth to a child, which is one of the most traumatic things to do when it comes to the body. And with that, and the fact that there is now a new life that is here, it does begin to send women on a spiral of emotions. Also, with the elevated hormone level, women become more emotional, as we would say, than usual. Our text tells us that suicide and suicidal behaviors are determined by multiple factors, including social adversity, personality factors, depression, substance abuse, and possible inherited risk for mental disorder or suicidality. I do believe, honestly, that when it comes to suicide among pregnant women and postpartum women, that all factors that were just listed have definitely got to be taken into consideration and definitely evaluated when we have women who come in to even their gynecologist when they have learned that they have conceived a child. It is important to do a mental health screening and mental health evaluation, not for the sake of what could genetically be passed down to the child, but for the sake of the mental health and safety of the mother. I believe that if we are to take a step back and to do some screening while we are encountering pregnant women, then possibly we'll be able to minimize the amount of suicide in pregnant and postpartum women. The other issue that is prevalent amongst some women who do commit suicide that are pregnant or postpartum does vary depending upon the location. I do believe that there is a gap in information, as our text tells us, that there is a gap in information when it comes to the lower socioeconomic women who just don't have it, don't have the money to get the proper care, or don't have the means to be able to properly provide. I do believe that those also do need to be taken into consideration. And also, as our text briefly discussed, even the sexual trauma and abuse of women, even in certain countries like Pakistan and Iraq, who do not believe in who do not believe in women having authority or power, and that a woman's job is to reproduce boys. So in areas like that where abortions are high, if the woman is pregnant with a girl child, those areas also, I think, need to be further surveyed and further evaluated for mental health red flags that'll be able to help us better help women who are pregnant and postpartum.